On May 26, 2013, this is Pulling You, number 10, part 2, more on 2 over 1 bids. Greenbridge friends, Michael here at Bridge Hands, and welcome you to another session where we're going to take a look at comparing standard American bids to see how that compares with 2 over 1 to see if we can find some advantages, especially bidding game and slam. Now, as I briefly mentioned in the prior session, one of the benefits of using the 2 over 1 system is that it allows us to use slow shows bidding. Now here's a classic auction where our 2 over 1 bidders succinctly find their way to slam with slow shows, careful bids. Okay, let's take a look at that hand. So on the west hand, we have Ace Doubleton in hearts. We have Ace King 5 times. In diamonds, King 4 times. And in clubs, 2 babies. Well, we like the fact that we have all primary honors here, don't we? 4, 8, 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1 distribution, 15 points. I think we'll open it 1 heart rather than 1 no trump, especially when we have primary honors. Over in the responder's hand, we have, oh, nice hand here too, don't we? 2 aces, a king, and a couple of queens. So that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 points, 1 distribution. Most everything is working. In fact, that queen of hearts is working since that's our partner's bid suit. So we have, in terms of controls, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 controls, including the queen of trump. And in terms of losers, since we will have a fit, we have 1 loser in spade, 2 losers in hearts, that's 3, 1 loser in diamonds, 4, and 2 losers in clubs. That brings us up to 6. Well, this is a nice hand, isn't it? Okay, standard American bidders, you'll go 1 heart for west, 2 diamonds, forcing bids showing 10 points or more, including distribution. Back to the opener, I don't think 2 no trump with a worthless doubleton, so probably 3 diamonds showing support. Partner might pass, but if they only have a bare 10 points, that's fine. Now back to the responder over in the east, what do you want to do? Well, we can see we have a problem, don't we? If we go 3 hearts, our partner may pass it. 4 hearts sounds a little weak. If we go 4 no trump, does that mean we're looking for a diamond slam? So we'd probably go 4 hearts and be happy to make our game. Okay, well that's the bidding for standard American. Now how about for the 2 over 1 bidders? Well, once again, starts off 1 heart, 2 diamonds, this time showing 12, 13 points or more. Game forcing, now we can go ahead and bid slow. Opener says 3 diamonds, fine, I'll go ahead and show a second suit. It's a red hand basically, 9 cards in the red suits. Now then, how about 3 hearts over here by the responder? Yeah, they don't have to go 4 hearts. If they have a weak hand, maybe a 7 loser, maybe only 3 covers, fine. But with 4 covers, they want to bid a little bit slow. And after that, how about opener? Well, now you can start Q bidding aces. So after 3 hearts, 3 spades showing the ace of spades. Okay, in other words, yes, we have some interest in slam also. Now then, back to responder. Well, they can show the club, can't they? Or they can bid for no trump. I think because they only have how many primary honors? We said 1, 2, 3, 4. And do they have any suits where they have a worthless doubleton? No, they don't over here. So they don't have to continue to Q bid when they heard 3 spades. That was more than enough. So they could go right to 4 no trump rather than to Q bid control, since the one who knows goes. And after 4 no trump, 5 hearts, and they said, well, okay, if you have 2 aces, then fine, I will certainly go to 6 hearts. If you're aggressive, you might even go 5 no trump to see if they do have kings looking for a grand slam. Okay, so you can see the difference we have in one situation where we have stopping at 4 hearts, the other where we go to 6. So the advantages we see here is that slow shows extras auction. Next one we'll take a look is we're fast in eyes. And also, after a fit, we begin showing controls. So the nature of the communication of the bidding is that when we have some extras, rather than going right to game, inhibiting the auction, we instead, once we have a fit with our partner, we start Q bidding controls, the aces, the kings, or shortness, singleton or voids. Okay, next hand. Okay, in our second hand, of course, the more likely situation is where the partnership only have enough points to just make their major suit game. Hopefully, our 2/1 heroes will flip their bidding strategy to a fast denies extras by quickly progressing to the agreed upon major suit game, 4 hearts in this case, in an attempt to sign off. Our standard American bidders, they may be tempted, especially after missing the slam on the last hand. Let's see how we do. Okay, so the hands. Same hand by East, the responder hand. The opener this time has lesser values. No aces, 3 kings. Primary honors is nice. But in the black suits, a little bit troubling, isn't it? Those honors are not given full values in short suits. King, Jack Doubleton in the club suit. Queen, Doubleton in the spade suit. So while we do have 12 points and I suppose maybe 1 distribution for the king 5 times in hearts, it's not a particularly strong hand, especially if the opponents start pitting those black suits. Okay, so we'll open 1 heart. Same bid, obviously going to be for the responder, 2 diamonds. And in standard American, the opener will perhaps bid 2 no trump, but I think probably 3 diamonds with king 4 times. And at this point in time, I guess it would be 4 hearts, or I don't know, 4 no trump. Do you think you should push a little harder this time? No, probably not. But you see the point, you can't make these intermediate bids in standard American system. So, okay, it would be 4 hearts, or who knows what might go on. A little bit more precise way to do it, though, let's see what we can do using our new 2/1 system. 1 heart, 2 diamonds. Okay, 12 points or more. We know we're going to get the game. Looks like could be 3 no trump so far from West, the opener's perspective. 3 diamonds could be 2 no trump, I suppose. All this Queen Doubleton is kind of questionable. So 3 diamonds. Maybe we're looking for diamond slam. Now, 3 hearts. Get more points in a major than you do in the minor game. So rather than 4 hearts, which would be a sign-off bid saying don't have any extras, with the 6 loser hand, have some interest in bidding slam, don't we? Over to the opener then. Well, we've got a somewhat of a substandard hand, don't we? If you take a look from a losing trick count perspective, 2 losers in spades, 2 losers in hearts, that's 4, 2 losers in diamonds, that's up to 6, 1 loser in clubs, that's 7 losers. That's just a minimum hand, yes, and we do see we have that 12-pointer to boot. So rather than making a nice bid such as 3 spades, which obviously you can't, you don't have a primary honor, and rather than bidding 4 clubs, which come around to the next suit, wrapping around, could be, but with such a minimum hand, I don't think we want to push it. If we had a 6 loser, a 5 loser hand, you betcha. So at this time, it's going to be 4 hearts, saying, partner, I don't want to go any further, and hopefully the responder would not be pushing, having heard from partner over in West, just having a minimal hand. So the bidding would go 1 heart, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, sorry, 4 hearts. So the advantage here is that fast denies extras in this auction as opposed to the previous one. And after a fit, you do not want to show controls when you have that minimum hand. Okay, great, next hand. Well, here's what conceivably is going to be a tough auction for our friendly standard American bidders, where a responder would have to guess about the length in partner's length in their major suit. After opener begins with 1 spade, responder 2 diamonds, could the opener have 5 or 6 spades? And what about the heart suit? Is it a 4 or 5 card side suit, is what the responder is wondering. Inquiring minds simply must know, and our 2/1 bidders, they will have the answers. Let's give it a try. First for our standard American bidders. Okay, we're going to open 1 spade. Responder, once again, 2 diamonds. We have 10 points or more. Opener rebid is 2 hearts in standard American. I hope you all played that as forcing. We haven't yet got to 2 no trump, but some of you may think, well, oh, I only had 8 or 9 points and I'm not seeing a big fit, but I've got a 3-card fit, I'll pass. No, you don't want that. Even standard American, you should at least go to 2 no trump. You should have 22, 23 points for your partnership. You should be able to make a 2 no trump or hustle for 3 and something. So at any rate, after 2 hearts, then now the responder has to guess, well, what if it's a 6-card spade suit and 4 hearts? Or what if it was 5 hearts, 5 spades, 5 hearts? Geesh. So I guess the bidding would be either 3 no trump or 4 hearts. You have to make Kentucky Windage guess and see what it is. Okay, so the issue here is that East will wonder if partner has 4 or 5 hearts or 5 or 6 spades. All right, for our 2/1 bidders though, opening 1 spade, and do we have 12, 13 points or more? Sure we do. We have ace, queen, and spades is 6, king of hearts 9, ace 5 times of diamonds 13, 14, for I suppose 1 for distribution. Yes, you have game values, so 2 diamonds legitimately showing enough to get us to game, so the bidding can go slow. Okay, the opener's rebid is going to be still 2 hearts. We don't know if it's 4 or it's longer, and the responder doesn't have to worry about it, can just rebid 2 no trump. See now if there's going to be a spade rebid or a heart rebid to show extra length. And when it's a 3 no trump rebid, then now the responder doesn't have to worry, no anxiety. They know that it is the proper contract for a game. And how will they do in 3 no trump? Well, doesn't look so good in the minor suits, but feature this. Looks like we have 5 spade tricks, there's 5, and 4 diamond tricks, that gives us 9, 1 each for the minor, 11. We can get our 11 tricks before they can damage us, since we have first round of controls in the minor suits. Now in the spade suit it's what, 5 and 2 is 7, so it's unlikely that they're going to be 5-1 against us, right? It's more likely 4-3. It's a 62%, roughly 2 of the 3 times. That's what it's going to be. So yeah, it's got a good chance to get that many tricks, and if not, you might be able to squeeze them a little bit on another suit if one of the proponents has a busy side suit in spades and in diamonds. Okay, very good. Next hand. Okay, standard American bidders, you're going to have your hands full on this one. Let's take a look at these hands. Okay, for West, who will be the opener, King, Jack 6 times, and hearts. Ace, Queen, Jack 4 times, looking good. Singleton, diamond, and Ace, doubleton. So we have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 2 distribution is 17 points. Nice hand, isn't it? So what's our losing trick count? Well, oh, no losing trick count yet. Why? Because we don't have a suit quality of 9. And with King, Jack 6 times, that's 2 and 6 is 8. Sorry, don't do it yet until you have a partnership fit. So opening 1 spade. Over by the responder, Ace, Queen, doubleton, and spades, King 3 times in hearts, Ace 5 times in diamonds, and 3 small in clubs. Well, we have 10 points or more for standard American. We'll bid 2 diamonds. Opener, suppose you could rebid 2 spades to show 6 if that's your style, or you could bid the hearts. Hopefully either of those are going to be forcing, but I'm not sure what your standard American partner might do if you rebid 2 spades. So let's say it was a rebid of maybe 2 hearts or 2 spades. I'm not so sure which. At any rate, the responder in either regard is going to rebid 3 no trump. And the opener's going to wonder, well, what do I do? Do I bid 4 spades? Does it promise 2 or could it be 1? I'm not really sure. So in this situation, I don't know. You're going to, little Kentucky windage, see which way the wind is blowing, make a guess. Maybe just let it play in 3 no trump. Either way, you're not going to have the best contract. So to be sure, West is perplexed after hearing 3 no trump. 2/1 bidders, 1 spade, 2 diamonds. Sure, yeah, you have 12 points or more. In fact, you have 13 and 1 distribution. No problem. You can still make the diamond bid. If you only had 10 points, you couldn't. You'd have to do the forcing no trump. another time. Okay, so do we rebid 2 spades? No, I think we want to rebid 2 hearts. Maybe we'll have a 4-4 fit with partner, and we can get more tricks that way by promoting the spade suit later. So starting with hearts, 2 hearts, and our partner, well, they don't have to worry now. We know we're going to go to game, so they can bid 2 no trump. Opener, 3 spades. Show that 6 spades. Share the good news. And partner, well, it looks like it's going to be 4 spades. How many losers do you have? We've got 3 in clubs. 3, 4, 5 in diamonds. 2 in hearts, 6, 7. So 7 losers. Just a bare opener. So no, it's nothing extra. So we'll just sign off on 4 spades. But now we can take a look at losing trick count for the opener now that we have a fit. Okay. And the losers are 1 in clubs, 1 in diamonds, 1 in hearts is 3, 1.5 in the spade suit, 4.5. Hey, that's pretty good. Even 5 is a strong hand. Like we said, we have 17 points with distribution. So we'll go 4 no trump. And after 4 no trump, it's going to be 5 hearts. Fine, we were looking for 2. We'll go 6 spades. Now, why didn't we Q-bid aces after we had the fit in 4 spades? We could have Q-bid 5 clubs. Well, we don't need to because we don't have a worthless doubleton. If we had something like 2 small in clubs, then we would have to Q-bid another suit. But in this case, not a problem, is it? Okay, so it's going to be 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 no trump, 3 spades, 4 no trump, 5 hearts, 6 spades. And how do we feel about our odds to make slam? Well, we feel pretty good. It's going to make 95% of the time running it through Dealmaster Pro. So we bid like a pro. Once we had a partnership fit, we used our losing trick count, and we used our 2/1 system to propel us beyond 3 no trump or 4 spades, which most standard American bidders will do. Okay, in our 5th hand, the saga continues, the battle between the 2/1 and standard American bidders. And in this case, oh, okay, this time we have a 5-5 for West. King, Jack 5 times, Ace, Queen, Jack, not 4 times, 5 times in hearts. Once again, singleton diamond and Ace doubleton in clubs. And for the responder, same hand. How about that? So, standard American, opening 1 spade. 10 points or more, 2 diamonds. 2 hearts for the rebid in this case. For the responder, well, you don't know there's a 5-card suit, and you have game values, so you don't want to do 2 no trump. That sounds kind of like invitational. We're going to go 3 no trump. Opener, now what? Well, you know you don't have a spade fit. Looks like your partner may have clubs and diamonds. So I guess, do you want to pass it? This is a little bit of a problem, isn't it? In fact, on the previous rebid, you might have even considered 3 hearts if you thought your partner might pass it in standard American. Regardless, you're going to be in 3 no trump contract. And how about our friendly 2/1 bidders? Well, it'll start 1 spade, and yes, game values. Remember, this was 13 and 1 distribution. 2 diamonds have the requisite values. 2 hearts, don't have to go any faster than that. 2 no trump. 3 hearts, saying it's 5-5, partner. Okay, great. Have king 3 times. Not a lot of extras, as you recall. 7 loser hand, so it's 4 hearts. Good. We have a fit. And you know what we do when we have a fit. Yes, if we have a semi-self-sustained suit, but we do have a fit. Losing trick counts, right? 1 in clubs, 1 in diamonds, 2, 1 in hearts, 3, and it looks like could be 1.5, 2-ish in spades. I would say 2 because we don't know if we have a fit, so 5. So yes, rather than a 7 loser, we have 5 losers. We have an extra 2 tricks here, don't we? So by all means, I think we're going to want to probe. And do we have a suit with worthless doubleton or tripleton? No. So we can go ahead and go 4 no trump straight away. Don't need to Q-bid. 4 no trump it is. And after 4 no trump, we're going to have 5 hearts, 2 aces again, 6 hearts. This time we're in a heart contract, a heart slam, that is. And how does it do? 89% is what Dealmaster Pro shows, running hundreds of hands to simulate these two to see how we do against various hands by our opponents. Once again, 3 no trump or maybe 4 hearts, I don't know what, but it's not going to propel us to slam what our heroes do with the 2/1 system. Okay, in our 6th and final hand in the set, the battle continues between the Standard American and the 2/1 bidders. Let's see how we do here. Well, we have a 6-4-2-1 shape by the opener, fascinating, and a 5-3-3-2 by responder. Singleton, Jack of Spades, the Lonely Knave, the Valet sits all by itself, and no points for that, obviously. King, Jack 6 times in hearts, Ace, Queen, Doubleton in diamonds, and Queen 4 times in clubs. Well, it's an opening hand. 4 in 2 distributions, 6, another 6 is 12, 14 for the Queen of Clubs 4 times. Yeah, we'll open 1 heart. To the responder, with that 5-3-3-2, we have King 5 times in diamonds. That's 3 in 1 distribution is 4. Ace, King, Jack 3 times in clubs, another 8. Wished we didn't have so many points all in a short suit. That's 12. And Doubletons in the majors. Yeah, we have enough for even a 1 no trump opener, wouldn't we? But we don't want to jump to 3 no trump just yet. We want to just rebid 2 diamonds, showing 10 points or more. Back to the opener. I suppose it would be a rebid of hearts to 2 hearts. And by the responder, well, I suppose you could go to 4 hearts, or maybe you'd think, well, I only got a Doubleton. Maybe I ought to just rebid 3 no trump. Fatal flaw if you do. So the question is, after rebid of hearts, is it 3 no trump or 4 hearts? Hopefully they would go to 4 hearts. And how about for our 2/1 bidders? 1 heart, 12 points or more for sure. In this case, we got 15 plus 1. 2 diamonds. Here's a little quandary for our heroes, our 2/1 players. Does a rebid of hearts, in this case, show 6, or could it be 5? They bid the suit right next to ours, diamonds right next to hearts. If it had been clubs, we might have come back with a diamond. Or if we had 4 spades, 5 hearts and 4 spades, could we rebid 2 spades? Mike Lawrence says no, not unless you've got an extra king or so, more than your normal opener, about 16 points or so. Whereas Max Hardy and a lot of others, and most of us today, I think, just show that a rebid shows shape. At any rate, in this case, we do have an extra one. We don't want to bid 2 no trump, so we're going to rebid 2 hearts. Some responders will then wonder if it's 5 or 6. So, hearing that, I suppose it would be 2 no trump. But after that, I think, well, we've got a little problem. What are we going to do next? Are we going to want to bid diamonds, or where are we going to go? So 1 heart, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 no trump, 3 clubs. Yes, I think that's a better bid, is to show that you have some values in that suit. Queen 4th looks like a semblance of a stopper if we're going to be in 3 no trump, but we're showing so far that we don't really want to be in no trump, don't we? We're bidding some other suits. And we don't have a fit, so we're not q-bidding controls yet. And after 3 clubs, 3 hearts, well, okay, I've got a Doubleton, not so wild, and 3 no trump myself with a Queen 3 times, although it's a semblance of a stopper. And then 4 hearts. Not an easy auction, I will say. So occasionally this 2/1, the suit rebids can be ambiguous, where it's a 2 diamond right next to our suit. Does our rebid of hearts show an extra? If you had a Doubleton in clubs, say Jack Doubleton, would you still rebid hearts? I think so, with a worthless Doubleton. So partnership styles value, and this is one that kind of illustrates and epitomizes where we're going to have to spend some more time on some of these partnership agreements. Well, okay, I hope you enjoyed part 2 of our 2 over 1 versus the saga with the standard American bidders, and got a little chance to see where slow shows, fast and nice, can be a real plus for our 2 over 1 heroes. As we saw, once we did have a fit, even if it was a belated fit, is that then with extra values, the partnership could make slow bids, a la the way we learned back in the 1950s, where USA played against the Italian. Their blue team with the strong one club, later followed by precision, they could make a strong one club bid with 16 or more artificial. And when there's a positive response, they could make slow bids to go up to game or slam. And you saw some of that happen here today with our 2 over 1 system. Okay, we're going to be taking a look at the forcing no trump here in just a little bit. So thanks for coming by, and I'll look forward to seeing you over on part 3. Bye for now.